All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me once again. I'm your host, Derek Lane, another edition of the Fast Lane, your podcast for success. I appreciate my Fast Lane friends joining me and listening in to this episode. Hey, listen, let's talk about your dreams. Let's talk about your passions a little bit. Let's talk about not allowing your dreams to die with. When your time is over on this earth, did you let your dreams die without realization, without even trying? I know that that's not you, that's not me. We're going to go ahead and chase our dreams. We're going to realize our dreams, and we're going to do things in our life that energize us, that creates a purpose with the people around us, the situations. We're going to make this life a little better than it was before we came along once we're gone. So one way of doing that is to make sure, and we've talked about this, is to make sure that you're a high energy person, to make sure you align your vibrational frequencies, make sure your flow, that you're accepting the positive, and you realize and you look in the areas of positivity, you look in the areas of opportunity. Yes, there are dark and black areas that some people kind of like to play around with and get into. I don't particularly. I don't like that stuff. I think there's some scary things that can attach itself to you, and that's just not who I am. I want the high frequency, natural energy of goodness to represent me, my body, my health, my state of mind. So if you're like me, make sure that we concentrate on that high energy side of life, the righteousness, do the right things, forgive people for the things that they can't help or they don't see. Stay with people that you trust. Stay with the people that that has your back in these situations. So what does my time mean for me? My time here on earth, what does it mean to me? Yeah, just like I said, you're going to go through dark times, but you minimize those. You minimize those things by not harboring that in your crawl space, not keeping that, that gunny sacking of guilt and dark emotions. You just let it go. You let the positive flow in and out. Let it, the positive energy, your body and your mind, your soul, let it accept it. Going through tough times is easier when there's a breakthrough for success, just right on the other side. Knowing that. If you can't see the breakthrough, you can't see the opportunity for success, maybe it's time to change just a little bit, alter it, tweak things just a little bit, right? Because that's your goal. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to have and be in life, is positive and optimistic, upbeat. You want it to be contagious for the people that are around you, for the people you interact with, for your relationships, for your business partners, for the people that you meet. You want it to be contagious. And there's I don't know how many of you remember the what's his name, Earl Nightingale. In The Strangest Secret, he always said that, having that attitude that they're going to be glad that they met me. They're going to be glad they listened to me. Once you have that attitude and you walk forward with your head held high, and not cocky, but just confident that you're in it to win it, do the right thing. None of that hokey sports cliche junk for me. I like to be very sincere, be very, aware that, when we talk about success and we talk about the positive energy and vibes, it really means something. It's not just a, word scribbled on, a poster, okay? So when you get up each morning, are you in a rush? Are you kind of like, oh, God, you're already zapped of energy. You haven't even made it out the dang door. And you're maybe a little depressed. Oh, I'm going to that place again, to that same old stuff. And you can't wait to get off work when you get there. Or do you get up and you feel excited that you get to do something? You get to do something a little different than you did yesterday, and then it's going to make a difference. Hopefully it's the latter. Hopefully it's the part about making a difference and being excited and about getting up okay? So make sure that you live your life as if you're leaving a legacy, which you are, but one that matters to people, not just the people around you. The people directly around you, your family, they love you regardless, But look at your life as if you're leaving a legacy for people that don't even know you, whether they ever know you or not. live your life like they will. Live your life like, I'm going to leave a legacy, my words, my work, my momentum. So what is it that drives you? What is your purpose? How can we develop ourselves? Is it through arts, music? Is it through architectural and construction, math and science? These are all things that shape our world every day in different directions. And we tend to gravitate toward some, if not all, but at least some of these things that are particular interest to ourselves. So you stop to think, what are the things that are of particular interest to myself? So maybe that should be your search for your purpose. Haven't found it. Sometimes we have little hobbies, not even being aware that our hobbies are our passion. Maybe that's our purpose. We just haven't found a way to make it a grand, blissful event in our life. But don't stop trying. What's inspiration? Who inspires you? Look around and think about who inspires you. What books have you read of the authors that have made the most sense to you, that have enlightened? And then think about the people that have inspired and enlightened that person, so on and so forth. So inspiration doesn't have to come from words of ancient mystics and what have you. Inspiration can be from something new, a new song, new architecture, a new film, a new whatever, and that spurs that creativity. So always be ready for your creativity to be challenged, and it'll lead you in the path of your success, in the path of your purpose. Also think about your time to give to others. Who would you prefer to help? I know everybody, right? Yeah, but let's just say for now, if you have a cause, whatever, is it children? Yeah, I want to help the children. That's my cause. Or I want to help the elderly. That's my cause. I want to help, deaf people. I want to help blind people. I want to help, inner city teenagers. You get what I'm saying? We all kind of have a concept and an idea of who we want to help. And think about that as it relates to your purpose in life. And how do we help those people? How do we help those people? By what means? What do we do? Do we sit around and just kind of wait for it to happen? Or do we take actual steps to say, I'm going to help somebody? And maybe, I wanted to help the kids first, but here's this opportunity for me to visit people, in nursing home, whatever it is. I'm just saying, think about how you want to help, because the goodness that you give gives back. We don't know how or where or why. We don't even care. We just know that it gives back. But that's not the reason you do it, right? You do it because it's the right thing to do, to give to others, to give some of what you know, some of your passion, some of your creativity, some of your artistry, to give that back. That's how you begin and implement your legacy. That's how your legacy grows. You can't grow a legacy with your head in the sand. Hell, you can't even get your frequency, your vibration. You can't get started. You got your head in the sand all the time, and you're just worried about getting from point A to point B. You're just worried about getting to work on time and getting to leave as fast as you can so you can come home and watch your favorite TV show. There's more to life. There's more to you. And it starts with developing your passion, developing your plan for your dreams. One of my old sayings that I actually had this on the wall and I thought it's great, and it is that failing to plan is a plan to fail. If you're not putting in, how can you expect to take out? If you're not giving, you can't take. If you're not living your life to its fullest potential, to its maximum enjoyment, energy, and enthusiasm, you're shortchanging yourself. You're not going to get that time back. Take advantage of it now when you can, when you're able to. Figure out, meet people. Figure out who you need to talk to get to where you want to be. Figure out what it is you need to do to get to where you want to be. Take this as a challenge, if you will. I hope you do. But reach out. Reach out to folks that share your passion, or at least is energized by your passion, that can see the benefit of your enthusiasm. Reach out to people. Be willing to give so you can enjoy life. Life shouldn't be just a disastrous time here. Just let me watch the clock and let time go by, and I'll get through this thing called life. I'll just get through it. It's okay. that's not you. You're not just getting through this thing called life. You got to live this thing called life. You have to live. All right, I'm going to stop right there. That's enough of my, what I feel like is preaching. I just wanted to get the point across. Listen, guys, thanks so much for joining me on the Fast Lane Podcast for Success. And if you have friends that you think that would enjoy this message, please make sure you share this and let them know about it. I want to touch a lot of people with a positive message, and I appreciate it. You can reach me via email, Derek@FastlanePodcast.com, Derek@FastlanePodcast.com. You can hear me on different outlets if you tell somebody about me. iHeart, iTunes, Spotify, Speaker, Stitcher, whatever, Google Play. It's all out there. All of the major service providers for podcasts. You can find Fastlane. I appreciate your time that you've given me, and we will talk again and tackle other subjects. I appreciate it, and thank you so much for listening.